Hi kids, it's Teacher here. Let's talk math minutes. Today, boys and girls, we will actually learn how to use an abacus. Have you ever seen one of these? I bet you've played with one before. Maybe, maybe not. Well, this is an abacus. And an abacus is actually an instrument that's been used for many years, centuries old actually, that helps to learn to count. As a matter of fact, in some places like Africa and Asia, they still use the abacus because you can also do multiplication and division. You can do parts of the fraction. You can do decimals. There's so many things you can do on this abacus. But we're just going to focus on counting and learning subtraction, addition, that kind of stuff, okay? Now, I will tell you too that abacus normally is made out of wood, has colorful beads. Normally there's 10 on a row. There's these rods inside of it as well. And these are really wonderful beads. And they're really good to help with counting because they're so colorful, right? So one of the things that we can do to help to learn to count with an abacus is actually we can start with a certain number. Let's say we start with 4. Now, moms, dads, grandparents, adults, then ask a child how many will it take to make 7. So we start with 4. So let's count 1, 2, 3, and we add 3. So when we add 4, 5, 6, 7, and put them together, it makes 7, right? Now we can do the same thing. We can start with 10 and say, how many will we need to make 5? So if we start with 10 and we want just 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and how many are left? 5. So 10 minus 5 equals 5, right? And we can also do it with the abacus like this. All right, little ones, I'm going to move the first level. I'm going to move this many. Now, you do like me. How many have I moved? Let's count and see how many I've moved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you move the same number as I moved. Do like me. So then your little ones have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we match. They're equal, right? Because we both have 6. Now, what if you only had 4? It wouldn't be equal, and you would not have gotten as many as me, right? So that's one of the ways that we can use the abacus. There's so many different ways, and you can always look up information about how to use an abacus on our resource page at pbslearningmedia.org, right? So, but I want you to make an abacus when you at home, and it's so easy to do. Check it out. It's so colorful and cute, and it's miniature. Isn't it the cutest thing? And this way you can take it with you every single day. You should also look up about using the abacus about 30 minutes a day and see how easy it is for your child to remember numbers and subtraction and addition and all of that by using this. So let me tell you some of the things that you might need. Of course, you can popsicle sticks, colorful ones, or wooden ones, just craft colored sticks. Now, these are little dowels that we use. You can take these, you can pick them up at any craft store. They're just small dowels, or if you want to make a bigger one, you can use bigger dowels. Even if you have big beads, you can use straws. But at any rate, now this one's going to take a little bit more time because you're going to have to let it dry. You're going to take it and put the beads on the dowels. And I have beads here too. These are beads. It's one that came from a craft store, but Dollar Tree has beads all day long. But these are just more colorful, but Dollar Tree has some colorful ones too. So if we put them on here, and of course we're going to put 10 on there, right? You know that. So I'm just going to put a few, but you know on an abacus there's 10. But we're going to do that. Then we're going to glue. Let me close that up for you. Get back over there. Okay. Then we're going to lay it down. We're going to glue the sticks, the dowels to the sticks. And we're going to do that. Then we're going to take another stick and put them on top until we have all 5 of them covered. And then it looks like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 10 on it. Well, that will start you on counting, okay? So that's the Abacus, and if you want to learn more about it, just like I said a little earlier, you can go to our resource page, pbslearningmedia.org, and there's tons of stuff about the Abacus, how to make one. You can find out how to do addition, subtraction, like I said, multiplication, division, all of that you can do with your Abacus at our resource page. But I'd also like for you to take pictures when you're making them, when you're testing them, when you're learning. I love when you're learning. You can do that and send that to me at WKNO teacher@gmail.com. And you know what? We just would not be able to just get through this day with our math minutes if we did not tell International Paper thank you for making this math minutes happen. So boys and girls, if you know anybody, or just go to their website and send them a quick note and just says thank you, International Paper Foundation, for making our math minutes happen. So until next time, Teacher says bye-bye.